Okay, welcome back to part 2 of this match. We see Liquid Interactive versus Film Victoria. If you're just joining us, you should go see part 1 first, but we've got some stuff moving out here. We've got some Void Race from Yang moving out over the map. He's actually looks like he's trying to pull these into the back of Film Victoria's base without them noticing, which is very sneaky.
Very sneaky, because there's a lot of siege tanks here, but a lot of stalkers also and marines to handle those void rays. So Bone's now starting to move up these siege tanks. Be careful of those marines. We've still got Ripley's 2 siege tanks here, so I'll be able to take them out pretty quick. Although Ripley does lose 1 siege tank, and that now opens the gateway into Yang's base. It is wide open, so these marines and stalkers are able to just run in and do some damage. However, at the same time, we do see Yang's Void Ray is sneaking into the back of Woodz' base.
Looks like Yang is focus firing down that Nexus to try and sort of sabotage the economy of Woodz, and I'm not sure he has reacted to that yet. In the meantime, we have a lot of Banshees taking down those siege tanks. They are unguarded at the moment, and with that cloak can't be seen. There's no detector tech out here at the moment, so those tanks are totally exposed. In the meantime as well, we also have a lot of focus firing of those Nexuses and Blink Stalkers down in there doing so much damage to Yang's base. Yang's base looks like it's pretty much going to be kaput, so it looks like
but at the same time, so is Woodz'. So we're seeing almost a little bit of a base race here, but the base of Ripley is still safe and secure, as is that of Bones for the moment. Bones desperately trying to erect some missile turrets here to deal with the incoming Void Rays. But now Woodz, with no bases, has left him with no economy. So Liquid Interactive have done a good job there of breaking out of that contain. Ripley's army now moving down to engage with these stalkers.
And Ripley's also gone and moved a command center off to the left-hand side, so it looks like she's going to try and put up an expansion at this point, which is a great move. You know, capitalize on this advantage to get your economy kick-started again. And jumping in now, Yang is taking down those missile turrets one by one, doing a lot of damage on those Void Rays, though. 2 go down. Look like you've got some Vikings now as well, although...
Watch out from those marines. Those marines could be enough to take down a few Void Rays.
Another one falls.
It's a good time to retreat for Yang.
Yang is down to 3, and there is not a lot of his base left. In fact, I don't believe he actually has... No probes. Okay, no probes and no Nexus, so that's going to be somewhat of a problem. But
he does have some gateways, and Yang has still got his 2 starports with a little bit of cash and some gas, so still able to produce a couple more units. But yeah, no more bases or expansions. Bones with a couple more siege tanks keeping this army in bay, but I think we will see those engaged well and truly by these Banshees, so those tanks will be taken out. We are in an interesting spot here. So Liquid have managed to break the contain, get up an expansion, but at what cost? With Yang now having no base whatsoever, and Woodz being in a position to rebuild.
Yeah, so it's almost kind of gone down to, one player has sacrificed himself and taken out another.
It has exactly done that.
Very interesting situation.
It's almost now going to be a Ripley versus Bone scenario, I think. And at the moment, I think Ripley might have the bigger army. Although if there's any siege tanks in the base that could...
we got GS. I'm not sure what GS means, but...
Bones calling the GG too. Oh, Bones leaving the game. So Bones, with a very small amount of Marines, realizing that is not going to be enough to deal with Ripley's army. And Yang's Void Ray is making short work of those missile turrets and will now start working in on that command center. The Banshee's also moving into Woodz' base. We look at that unit counting station, and we see that Woodz has 6 stalkers and 6 probes. The stalkers just sitting up here in the middle of the map, doing a whole lot of nothing, and Woodz has a couple of Marines and Vikings, so that is not enough to deal with this army.
No, and I think that's going to be GG fairly soon, although we still have a few missile turrets doing some damage on those Void Rays, but down that one goes, and I think that's... Whoop, nope, there's a couple of other Vikings sort of doing a little bit of work there, but
with this gigantic ground force now of Ripley, that will be well and truly enough to clear out those turrets and Vikings, so that will, I think, be the game. We'll just be waiting for the final announcement, especially with this large army now walking in from Ripley.
And that was just an incredible game, really. I mean, for all money, it looked like Liquid Interactive were in huge trouble there. That contain looked all-encompassing. There were about, I think, maybe 6 to 8 siege tanks at the front of their base. They were getting, rained down on by those siege tanks, and they were sort of having all of their units in their wall picked off bit by bit. And suddenly, with the introduction of those Void Rays and with those Cloaked Banshees, the contain, they just completely and absolutely broke free of that contain, rallied their forces together, kind of forced that base trade situation, and managed to pull out the win.
Out on top, yeah. It was a very good game, very good play by Liquid Interactive, and we are just seeing these final bunch of units cleaned up, and then I think that will definitely be the game. Woodz has now left, and that is that.
Okay, well, thanks very much for watching. So, Liquid Interactive have won this match, and they ended up taking their series 2-0. So, thanks for watching, and make sure you follow us on Twitter. We're at PlaywellCup, or visit the website at playwellcup.com.au. And, yeah, thanks for watching.
See you guys next time.